sudden drop in share prices pretty much across the board has created what market analysts like to call a buying opportunity. It tends to bring out investors to pick through the ruins, looking for bargains. Decision by investors that sellers got a little carried away with things, so the buyers have lifted all the major indexes today. The Dow, the Nasdaq, the S&P 500 were all up around 0.5% in early trading today, and that wasn't a big surprise. The sell-off continued somewhat. Overseas European markets remain fairly weak, along with many of the Asian markets. But you'll remember that all this started with a big plunge of around 9% on the stock market in Shanghai. Dams are huge man-made structures that act as barriers on a river. Today, the main reason people build dams is to produce electricity. They are also built to restrict and control the flow of water in a river. Throughout history, dams have been used to prevent flooding and to irrigate farmland. Dams supply about a sixth of the world's electricity, and they significantly reduce the risk of floods and droughts. They also make water easier to access, especially in desert-like areas, where water is in low supply. There are, however, some negative effects of damming rivers. Many people's homes are knocked down to make space for the dam, and flooding can occur in the reservoir, which is the area behind the dam where water collects. Globalization helps to consider the whole world as a single market. Traders are extending their areas of business by treating the world as a global village. Earlier till the 1990s, there was a restriction on importing certain products which were already manufactured in India, like agricultural products, engineering goods, food items and toiletries. However, during the 1990s there was a pressure from the rich countries on the poor and developing countries to allow them to spread their businesses by opening their markets. In India, the globalization and liberalization process was started in 1991. Prices of good quality products came down because of the cutthroat competition in the market. Oxygen is the most vital nutrient for our bodies. It is essential for the integrity of the brain, nerves, glands and internal organs. We can do without food for weeks and without water for days. But without oxygen, we will die within a few minutes. If the brain does not get proper supply of this essential nutrient, it will result in the degradation of all vital organs in the body. The brain requires more oxygen than any other organ. If it does not get enough, the result is mental sluggishness, negative thoughts and depression and, eventually, vision and hearing decline. Old people and those whose arteries are clogged often become senile and vague because oxygen to the brain is reduced. They get irritated very quickly.
Success starts with your thoughts. Whatever your mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. And your mind is nothing more than a bundle of thoughts. Since you have the power to shape your thoughts, you automatically have the power to fashion your fate and decide your destiny. Thus, your thoughts are the most potent, powerful and prime source of your success. For your thoughts to blossom into success, they should be combined with definiteness of purpose, perseverance and a burning, pulsating strong desire to translate them into action. Believe that you will succeed and believe it firmly. You will then do whatever is necessary to bring success about. The world's first bookless library has been set up in the state of Texas in the United States. Unlike the rows upon rows of books that are found in a conventional library anywhere in the world, at the bookless library, there are high-tech gadgets that have replaced the books as found in other libraries. The borrowers of books from this high-tech bookless library have a different set of rules to follow when borrowing books. Instead of taking home books for reading, the members of the library, who are registered residents of the South Texas country of Buxar, can now access their choice of reading matter from e-readers. Also, instead of having to pay a fee for membership of the library and for borrowing books and other facilities, The members can borrow reading matter from the Bookless library for free. We live in an age of wonders and miracles. It has been called the age of science, and different aspects of our life that changed in the preceding centuries have been attributed to science. This is completely true, but it is only one side of the coin. The flip side is that as we have advanced more in the field of technology, something fundamental to humanity has been left behind. Values such as empathy and concern for our fellow human beings are gradually being eroded due to the onslaught of our ever-evolving lifestyles, aided by the marvels of technological advancements. Take the example of the Internet. On one hand, access to information and knowledge at the click of a button is a veritable boon to everyone, especially students, and this has made our lives much simpler.